If you're planning to go to the shop soon, here's one way you can test your mechanic. If you need quick cash today, consider using Super Money. They offer refinancing for auto loans, and they have other types of loans such as personal and student loans. Check them out to see if you apply for a good rate today. Link is down below. And even as a DIYer, you might be required to go see a mechanic if you gotta do a rear engine seal that requires you to drop a transmission, or anything that involves a lift that you need to get under the car for some heavy jobs. Yeah, then this is for you as a DIYer. Or if you're not planning to fix your car at all, but you just go to the mechanic and you just want to be able to test them out and see if he's being honest, if you got an honest mechanic that's working with you. Yeah, and I'll mention that the best time to test out your mechanic is when you have to go for your next oil change. Alright, so if any of those two conditions apply to you, this is what you do. So we'll first turn off the car and we'll unplug one of the sensors and wait for a check engine light to come on. Right. Alright, so we'll unplug you can unplug any sensor. Usually check engine light will pop up within 20 minutes or so driving. Like, you could pop this one off here, but I want to go, instead of the air filter, I want to go for this. I think this is an evap's sensor, so we'll pull this guy out. Alright, so now you see that's out. You just need to do one sensor and drive for about maybe 20 minutes, and check engine light should come on. Alright, so we turn the car back on and we unplug that sensor at this 400,000 kilometers. So we'll drive and wait until this pops back up. Alright, so that didn't take long. Check engine light came on at about 4111. So I probably only drove for like 10 minutes and that light popped on. So now that you see that, you do the next step, which I'll show you here. The next step would be you just leave the car at your home the day before you go to the mechanic, and just last minute you bring it in to him like this, and you see, once you get your oil change, what the mechanic will say about your check engine light. And since you know what the problem is, you know how to fix it, it shouldn't be difficult for the mechanic to fix this problem or to mention it to you or something like that. Once you go for your oil change, you'll know that if he mentions it to you and starts upselling you like crazy, like you need freaking new sensors, a camshaft job, freaking everything under the moon, just to fix this check engine light, you know you're a high chance your mechanic is just trying to scam you, and yeah, you already know what the problem is. But if your mechanic, mentions that to you and says, hey, you have a check engine light, knows your, evap or one of your sensors, and he plugs it back in for free, then you've got a good mechanic you're working with. So that's one way you can test out your mechanic. And if you got the crap mechanic, then you can just use a cheap sensor and just clear the codes on this guy and plug your sensor back in and you'll be good to go. So this is what you do when after you come out of the shop if you got a mechanic who did not help you out. Alright, so here was that sensor we unplugged. We'll plug it back in. Alright, just that one sensor. Now when we turn the car on after we plug that sensor back in, you can see that the kilometer is the same and lights, check engine lights off. Now all you have to do is clear it and it won't come back again. So we'll turn the car back off and plug in a scan tool. Alright, so OBD2 scanner is in. Now we just want to push the car on twice to on, but don't start the car, and we can use our scan tool. Okay, so we just go scan, and this one is Asian Kia. And auto select or something similar on a scanner you would have. Confirm your VIN. 1 second. Alright, so we got the VIN. We'll click finish, press finish, yes. Okay, that's okay. Now we find our vehicle among the list. This is Sorento XM era. You just look up whatever era your vehicle's in, and it's usually foolproof because they'll write here, you know, this one's 2011. So if you had a 2005, you just go back and just keep looking until you find like this BL. There you go, 2005. So it's foolproof. It's hard to mess this up on a scanner. Easy to use tool. XM 11. This one's 3.5. And we just go auto scan. And we'll let that go. Alright, so everything has scanned, and we do see there's something wrong with the engine. It can't figure out, so we'll hit OK to look, and it is unleaded gasoline, so we'll go with that we use on this car, and we just read the codes, and you'll see evap emission sensor, that one sensor we took out, which is causing this check engine light. And so all we have to do is clear this, and we'll be back on the road, and this light will disappear. And well, it should. Now that you know how to do it, you just go here. I think we go back. Yeah, you just erase the code. Alright. Ignition on, off. Yeah, we did that earlier. 2 clicks on the start button. We press yes. And diagnose trouble codes, read data will be lost. Yes, that's fine. Erase codes, command send. Perform read codes function to verify. So yeah, we'll verify. We'll go back to read the codes. There you go. Voila, nothing. System pass. And all we gotta do is start her up and see if the check engine light is gone. Right, so pull that out, and now we can start up the vehicle. And voila, check engine light gone. Drive about maybe 20-30 minutes to verify, you know, and if it doesn't come back on, you're good. Codes will not You fix the problem, coals won't pop up again. Alright, I've been driving about 20 minutes now. No check engine light. And that, folks, is how you test out your mechanic the next time you go to the shop. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Automotive for Beginners. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.